Hello everyone, TimeToGrind here, and today since we have the beta right on our heels, I thought it'd be kind of fun to look back at all that's happened since the glorious panel reveal that happened at BlizzCon 2014. So pretty much what this video is, it's almost like a highlight reel of some of the most important stuff that has happened over the past 11 months of the Overwatch development. So jump back in time with me and let's live the hype all over again. So imagine this, you're at BlizzCon expecting the usual new content for Hearthstone, StarCraft, maybe a new expansion for World of Warcraft, and then you see something like this. No one really expected it, and it blew everyone's minds. We also got, the actual trailer for the game, and we learned quite a lot about the game itself. First of all, we knew it had a lot of inspiration from Titan, which if you don't know what that is, it was pretty much a game that Blizzard was working on for several years and they ended up scrapping because it was too ambitious and other reasons. We also learned in the panel that there would be 4 hero roles: offense, defense, tank, and support. We learned that this wasn't just any ordinary shooter, it's not like COD or CSGO. There would be other things to do rather than just shoot people. Each character actually had a unique kit of abilities. We also saw the extremely exotic worldwide locations and saw the capture point and payload game modes. They also said they were thinking about a ton of things including payment model, system requirements, and cosmetics and hats, but they didn't have much to say confirming or denying those. The 12 characters shown off were Tracer, Symmetra, Pharah, Hanzo, Reaper, Winston, Torbjorn, Bastion, Mercy, Widowmaker, Zenyatta, and Reinhardt. We also saw 3 maps being Hanamara, King's Row, and Temple of Anubis. Now fast forward to December 9th. Ability overviews for each of the first 12 heroes were uploaded to the Play Overwatch official channel, and this allowed us to actually start seeing kind of how the game was going to be played out. Then, February 2nd, we get to see 10 breathtaking screenshots of Hanamura, which in my opinion was easily the nicest looking map up to that point. It was just so vibrant and colorful and just plain amazing. Then, 3 days later, Blizzard CEO Mike Morhaime confirmed that the beta would come out later in the year. And this was huge because people were actually going to be able to play beta this year. Then throughout February, we heard various details all talking about various things we were going to see at PAX East, and then came PAX East. And we did get a ton of stuff. The main things we got were McCree, Zarya, and the new map Gibraltar. And Zarya was kind of teased already, but McCree came out of nowhere. A few days later, an interview, kind of like a yes or no interview with Jeff Kaplan, revealed that there would not be a single player, and that Overwatch was not a MOBA FPS hybrid. It was just simply, a class-based shooter. Then, just a few weeks later, Blizzard showed off 10 screenshots of the new map Gibraltar that was shown off at PAX East. Then, a whole month later, Blizzard announced that Overwatch would be playable for the first time at Gamescom 2015. And this was also huge because, first of all, people were actually going to be able to play Overwatch, and second of all, we were probably getting a little closer to the beta due to the fact that it was simply playable. Then, on May 13th, we got a 1080p HD 60 FPS full match of gameplay showcasing Zenyatta, and this started a huge chain reaction as all the other heroes started getting full gameplays put out on the official YouTube channel. That continued until June 19th when the Play Overwatch Twitter page tweeted a picture of a mass salient causing various explosions. It however was taken down for some reason and reposted back on the Twitter page on the 29th. Then on the 30th, we were teased with a picture of the Masked Man's high-tech gun, and we got even more details about him the next day, and a full introduction to him on the 7th. Followed up 2 days later with his actual gameplay preview. Fast forward another week, and we got a Q&A directly from some of the devs on the Overwatch subreddit. And the main things we learned were pretty much that there was a FOV slider, and you would be able to join and leave games as wanted, and we also got a bunch of details about why Soldier 76 was in the game. Then, just 2 weeks later, we got a really peculiar post about a Brazilian named Lucio, and a bunch of stuff about his so-called world tour. We got 2 of his songs, and this led to a ton of speculation, all leaning towards the idea of a new hero. Then August the 5th happened, and we got a ton of stuff. August the 5th was the start of Gamescom, and pretty much what we learned here was the new hero, Lucio, and his abilities, and 2 new maps, Numbani and Volsky Industries. On top of all that, Overwatch was added directly to the Battle.net app, which started hundreds of posts on Reddit asking if the beta had started and why they weren't in. This is also when Bastion's ultimate was changed to a tank rather than a remote mine because the devs thought the remote mine wasn't in the spirit of the character. A little over a month later, on the 15th of September, we got wanted posters for 2 men with huge bounties over their heads. Attached to tweets was an email that asked for any information on the whereabouts of the wanted fugitives. Funny enough, if you emailed them, you would actually get a response that looked like this. A few days later, we got another cinematic showing off details and explaining the 2 fugitives. The next day, however, we actually got to see both heroes' abilities. We didn't hear too much until October the 12th when we found out that we were getting 2 full 90-minute live streams of unedited, uncut footage of Overwatch, and they actually ended up being 2-ish hours. And if you thought that people were already getting hyped as they could be, on the 14th, Blizzard announced that the beta was coming out on the 27th, which was only 2 weeks away. The live streams were full of amazing content, including a new map called Dorado. And that's pretty much where we are in the history of the Overwatch development. 5 days until beta. Just 5 more days. So as you guys can tell, it's been a long way since that legendary BlizzCon panel that started it all, and it's been an amazing ride to be part of it in its entirety. So no matter when you hopped on the hype train, we're all approaching the first stop together. Like always, guys, if you enjoyed this video and want to continue on with this amazing community, consider subscribing down below, and I'd also love to hear when you guys first learned about Overwatch. Were you in that BlizzCon 2014 panel, or did you just find out about it a few days ago because of the live streams? Either way, tell me in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.